Northern Minnesota is home to some of the cleanest water in the world. With 3 major watersheds, the Red River, the Mississippi, and Great Lakes, it is an enormous responsibility to protect our precious water. From December 2020 to October 2021, the Canadian multinational energy company Enbridge built its controversial Line 3 tar sands oil pipeline through these water-rich lands in northern Minnesota. Enbridge's Line 3 is a tar sands oil pipeline that extends 1,097 miles from Edmonton, Alberta to Superior, Wisconsin. State regulators approved the new pipeline even though 94% of comments to the Public Utilities Commission regarding the project were in opposition. Concerned citizens warned state regulators that approving Enbridge's preferred route through such water-rich land would result in significant environmental damage. The Minnesota Public Utilities Commission, the Minnesota Pollution Control Agency, and the Department of Natural Resources ignored those concerned citizens. This brings us to Walker Brook Valley. 2 years after construction was declared completed on Enbridge's Line 393 pipeline, construction continues here. Walker Brook flows through this scenic valley in close connection to wetlands and forests along its banks. Plants, animals, and people depend on the fact that wetlands like these protect the quality of water flowing into our streams and underground aquifers. On October 25, 2023, we can see that Enbridge and their contractors have returned with heavy machines, trucks, workers, and pumps for pumping water. This is their 3rd attempt at fixing their damage. In this location and most others, Enbridge refused to do basic geologic investigation before they built the pipeline, despite indications that the sides of the Walker Brook Valley would be very unstable and that the stream would be put at risk. In fact, Enbridge saved this stream crossing for last, knowing that by the time any problems emerged, it would be too late to reroute the rest of the pipeline. When Enbridge installed the pipeline in this valley in 2021, they interrupted the natural flow of groundwater and immediately had problems stabilizing the valley. Enbridge and its contractors have tried multiple strategies over the past 2 years, but their reckless construction methods and failure to anticipate basic hydrological conditions means that they are still struggling to contain the situation. There is reason to believe the integrity of the pipeline could be at risk. Although this is public land, neither Enbridge nor the state of Minnesota have made public announcements about what the problems are at Walker Brook that necessitate such a massive and intrusive campaign. Because our state regulatory agencies keep us in the dark about what Enbridge is doing to our land and water, community volunteers continue to use drones and field research to find out for ourselves. We must rely on each other and work with our communities to protect our precious waters from industry and extraction. In this climate crisis, we must work toward a future in which science, communities, and Indigenous knowledge are considered and respected by regulators and policymakers. We must work toward a future where we treat our land and waters not like resources to be extracted, but relatives who we protect and care for in a reciprocal relationship. Miigwech Bizendawyig, thank you for listening.